Hi, I'm Samantha McDouglas from thebridgeteachers.com. Come look over my shoulder at a play problem.
Let's first take a look at the auction. West was the dealer and passed. Our partner opened one diamond, showing 3 or more diamonds and 12 or more points. Our right-hand opponent passed. We bid one heart, showing 4 or more hearts and 6 or more points. Our left-hand opponent passed. Our partner bid 4 hearts, showing 4 or more hearts and 18 to 21 points. And after that, everyone passed. West led the king of clubs. Now, before you ever play a card, I want you to assess the hand and come up with a complete plan. But on this hand, we're going to go through the first 4 tricks as they were played by the declarer, and then I'm going to ask you how to play the hand. So I'm going to give you 3 seconds in case you want to pause the video and assess the hand, and then we're going to move on. Declarer won the first trick with the ace of clubs. Declarer then cashed the ace of hearts, with everyone following, and then led the 9 of hearts, playing the king. West discarded a spade. Declarer now led the 2 of spades. And when West played low, Declarer played the 10 and won the trick. We are now going to assess the hand by counting losers. How many losers does the south hand have? It has 3. We have 1 spade loser. We have 3 spades in the south hand. We have the ace, which will win, and the king to play on the 9, but the jack is not good. Now, even if you can see a very easy way to get rid of that loser, you still want to count it when we assess the hand. In the diamond suit, we have 2 diamonds. We can play the ace on the 2, but the 10 is in danger of losing. And in clubs, we have 1 club loser because we have 1 club and we do not have a higher good club to play on top of it. So we have 3 losers. We are in 4 hearts. We can afford 3 losers. But the more tricks you take, the better your score, especially when you're playing duplicate bridge. The difference between someone else making 6 and you only making 5 could be the difference between a very good score and a very bad score. So we want to try and take as many tricks as we can. Now, before we get into our exact line of play, I do want to review a couple of items that hopefully you will be able to answer. Let's start with, what was the opening lead? West led the king of clubs. How many trump are outstanding in the east and west hands? 1. Which hand has that trump? East. I would like your goal on this hand to be to take all but 1 of the remaining tricks, which means I want you to be able to get rid of 2 losers. So how are we going to do that? The first thing that should jump out at you is the spade. How are we going to get rid of the spade loser? We're going to play the king and then the ace. And if the queen doesn't drop, we can always trump the jack. We will have 1 trump in dummy. We don't have any other use for that trump. We will be able to trump the 3rd spade, so we won't lose the 3rd spade. This still leaves us with 2 losers, and we want to get rid of one of them. How would you do that? I would finesse, hoping that if the finesse works, I'm going to discard the loser in the other suit. Which suit, diamonds or clubs, are we going to finesse in? Clubs. Why? There are 2 reasons for this. The first reason is that we think that the club finesse is working. Why do we think that? Because West led the king of clubs. Unless this is from shortness, this should have meant that West also had the queen. It would be unusual on this auction, especially for West to lead an unsupported king, not having a doubleton. So I would expect, since I don't think they have a doubleton on this auction, I would expect them to have the queen. My second reason for this is when we take a double finesse in diamonds, we expect the first finesse to lose. Our club loser is a quick loser. So if we were to play the 10 of diamonds, forcing West to choose, and then play the 5, when East wins that trick, they can just lead a club through to West, allowing West to take the club and getting both of those tricks. The additional factor here is that we only have one loser in diamonds, and if we take a double finesse in diamonds to try and set the diamond suit up, we're actually risking losing a trick that we didn't count. If East has both the king and the queen of diamonds and we attempt to finesse to set the suit up, we will be losing an extra trick instead of getting rid of one. So for all of these reasons, I think the club finesse is working. The diamond finesse is rates to lose the first time and then they can just take the club. I feel that the club finesse is superior to the diamond finesse. So we need to draw the last trump. There is no reason not to right now. So we're going to do that ending in which hand? The south hand, so that we can take our finesse. There is no hurry in untangling the spade suit. Declare has blocked the spade suit. We do have a bit of a transportation problem, but we want to focus on getting rid of our diamond by making our club good and, of course, pulling the last trump. So we are going to cross to the south hand, pulling the last trump. This isn't wasteful, by the way, playing the jack on the 10. There's only one trump out in the opponent's hands. It doesn't matter if we're wasting these trump because our trump are all equal value. And now we're going to take the club finesse. We lead the 5 and we force West to choose whether or not to play the queen. If West plays the queen, which they probably should, our jack becomes good. If West doesn't play the queen, this is even better. We can now win the trick with the jack and we have gotten rid of our club loser. So either way, we're able to get rid of a loser. Let's go back and have West win the queen. West is now going to lead a diamond. What should we play? The ace. Play the ace. So our goal here actually with the club finesse was to discard a diamond. We were utilizing this finesse that we thought was working to create a discard. And so we're going to do that. We're going to win the ace of diamonds, play the jack of clubs, and discard our diamond loser. Now we are taking the rest of the tricks. We can cash the king of spades, paying attention to see if the queen falls, cross back to our hand by trumping a diamond, play the ace of spades, and if the queen does not fall, we can always trump the jack of spades. But if the queen falls, we don't need to do that because our jack of spades is good. Either way, we can take the rest of the tricks and make 6 for a very good score. Let's go back. At this moment in time, where we stopped playing the hand as the declarer played it and took over, we have the opportunity to take 12 tricks. And part of that is not rushing to get rid of the spade loser. There is no urgency there. Pay attention to the cards that your opponents play. When West leads the king of clubs, this tells you almost certainly where the queen is and should help you direct the choices you are going to make on this hand. By winning this trick in our hand, taking the club finesse, even when we lose the trick, the finesse has worked. We have made the jack of clubs good. And now, even if the opponents lead diamonds, we are able to get rid of that diamond loser and make 2 extra tricks for a very good score. Thank you. It's almost fall. Yay! I hope you're staying cool playing bridge. Remember to like and subscribe. It really helps. See you next week.